When I say sniper, you think headshots. I mean, the two go hand in hand. They're integral to basically every first-person shooter ever made, and for good reason, because when you hit a headshot, it feels pretty damn good. But what if our ability to do that was to vanish? What if God himself came down from the heavens and set us a little challenge in Team Fortress 2? What if we decided to get 1,000 kills in a row as sniper without hitting a single headshot? Now, if your instinctive reaction to that statement wasn't an immediate sense of existential dread, you're lucky, because if you know anything about sniping in TF2, the prospect of getting that many kills without hitting even one accidental headshot is a little daunting. Maybe even a lot daunting. You see, getting 1,000 kills in TF2 actually takes a while. I mean, depending on the game mode, what type of server you're on, and how long the respawn times are, you're probably looking at anywhere between 10 to 20 hours of grinding just to reach the big 1,000 in the first place. And then on top of that, if we were to hit a headshot accidentally for whatever reason, that counter goes back down to 0 and we are starting from square one, which I suspect would happen quite a lot if I decided to partake in this challenge. So look, if I was going to attempt to get 1,000 body shot kills in a row, it was going to be a test of my mental fortitude first and foremost. I was certain that this was possible to complete. It was just going to be a battle of how many times I was willing to watch hours of progress get flushed down the drain whenever I managed to accidentally click on a head. And so, on the 4th of June, 2022, at 4:09 PM, I decided, why not? But little did I know, this was going to be quite the journey. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, it's probably important we lay down some of the rules and explain the foundations of this challenge. Now, the first problem we have to overcome is, how are we going to keep count of kills? We could do it the old-fashioned way and tally each kill on a notepad next to my desk, but for some reason I don't think you guys would trust me if I did that, so we're instead going to use one of TF2's inbuilt systems, Strangers. If you aren't familiar, a strange item in TF2 automatically keeps a counter on the amount of kills or points you get in-game, which is very convenient for the challenge we're going to be attempting. All I need to do is pick up a strange sniper rifle, which goes for about $1, and wait, no, Elmax, what are you doing? Why are you getting a strange Machina? They are like $100. You don't need to do that. You have a family to feed. Why? No, you did it. You bought the strange Machina. Now yes, I want to make this challenge even more special, because the Machina has a reputation amongst the community for being the king of the body shot kill, which I will discuss in further detail later on, but for now, just know that this is the perfect rifle to use for this challenge, even if it costs 100 times more than the alternative. We can also attach something known as a strange part to this Machina, which will specifically count the amount of headshot kills I get. This means if I see that little line of text under the weapon go from 0 to 1, I will know I have failed the challenge, and therefore will have to reset. All that is left is to discuss the rule set. I don't want to overcomplicate things, I want to keep it fairly simple, so the main rule to this challenge is that I can't use any strange farming servers where you kill idle players, and I can't go on a private server with my friends and farm them to speed things up. I did allow myself to use instant respawn servers because I don't really want to waste hours of my life in a respawn queue after dying, which would only drive me further to the brink of insanity during this challenge, so they're all good to use. Now, our second last concern was to sort out my drip. You know, what cosmetics was I going to be rocking throughout the challenge? I had the idea of making some absolutely unhinged demonic loadout, but I thought it would be way funnier for my sniper to look like a regular dude in his 40s at his 9-to-5 job, and it would fit much better because I was about to spend a comical amount of time trying to finish this challenge. The only thing left now was to devise the single funniest name possible for my strange Machina. I mean, at least 1,000 people were going to be dying to this thing and seeing the name, so I wanted to make sure it was really haha funny. You know, like twitter.com/elmaxo_swag type funny. And thus, the name KFJ was born. Because if you if you reverse it, it's JFK. You know, the 35th president of the United States who was tragically assassinated by a shot to the back of the head. And we're only body shotting, so it's like a reverse JFK. KFJ. Do you get it? And now that my Machina had the least funny name in existence, it was finally time to begin the challenge.
Get on then, mates!
To start things off and get a grasp of how the challenge would work, I just figured I would play a bit of casual, try some random maps, and see what was working and what wasn't. We landed on CP Powerhouse, which I thought would be a fairly decent map for the challenge. I mean, there wasn't any super broken sightlines I could abuse, but the geography of the map was fairly flat, meaning it was less likely I would accidentally hit a headshot. It started off pretty rough because I had cold hands and some scouts were making my life hell, but after a few minutes, I managed to get my first kill. I was explaining the challenge to some of my friends in Discord when all of a sudden, I'm getting 1,000 kills on this strange Machina. I hit a headshot as the first kill!
No way. No way. Wipe the sniper rifle. Wipe it.
No, I have to go back. Oh, this is gonna be fucking hard. Yep, that's right. That wasn't even staged. I actually managed to hit a headshot as the first kill of the entire challenge. I mean, if my first kill of the entire thing was a headshot, I didn't really know what hope I had. I guess it was good it happened immediately though, because I can now show you that whenever I do hit a headshot during the challenge, it shows up under the strange counter here, and I can reset it all the way back to 0. But yeah, things were going to be very interesting to say the least. I realized pretty quickly in the challenge that the best type of map for hitting body shots was going to be 2-fort, because A, there are like a million snipers on that map all the time, which makes it easy for kills, and B, it was really flat on the battlements, making accidental headshots less likely. Powerhouse didn't go too well, but I warmed up a bit and hopped over to Bomb Blitz, which went a lot more smoothly. I also realized that because all of my cosmetics were strange and counted my points, every so often I would randomly get what came to be known as a triple level up.
When you like insta kill it, because it's like
Whoa!
you set up the premise.
Level up, level up, level up! It was actually good I had these strange cosmetics, because it meant by the end of the challenge, I could see the total amount of points it took, and that would probably just cause me more pain in the future to reflect on. But anyway, I managed to get up to 10 kills, meaning I was officially 1% of the way through the challenge. I thought it might be a good idea to gauge public opinion on what I was trying to accomplish, so I did a little random survey of the server I was on to see what they thought about the challenge. Oh, wait, can I get you guys' opinion on something? Blue toes, blue toes. Blue toes. Oh, wait, I'm trying to get 1,000 kills on this Machina without hitting a single headshot. What do you think? What do you think?
I believe.
Blue Toes didn't have faith in me, but Fart Real did, and it would ultimately be his motivation that would drive me to the finish line of this challenge. The rest of Bomb Blitz went well, we farmed some gamers, but when the match came to a finish, it was time for me to migrate to a new server. A server where I was going to spend hours upon hours trying to complete this challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the 32-player instant respawn Skial 2-fort server. And yeah, I know it's pronounced Skyle, but Skial just sounds 20 times funnier, so sucked in. Things started pretty well here. I was farming some snipers, I was chilling in Discord, you know, having a good time, until 40 minutes in, after getting 31 body shot kills with the Machina, disaster struck. No! Some asshole pyro behind the scout set me on fire, meaning my crosshair got aim punched straight into this poor fellow's head, meaning we had to reset. At the time, I thought 31 kills was a lot to reset from, but oh boy was I wrong. Anyway, after that pain, there seemed to be a demo night infestation on the battlements, because for the period of 15 minutes, some dudes by the name of Necromancer...
just backs.
It's Necromancer! The battlement slaughterer! And Iron Man Sex, in brackets official, had a jolly good time decapitating me on repeat, which culminated in a slightly heated gamer moment for a young El Maxo. Fuck off, Necromancer! But they did eventually stop harassing me as much. Things continued to go pretty smoothly for me until out of nowhere, famous TF2 personality Shork from youtube.com/Shork appeared on my server. Wait, that's Shork?
Are you sure?
Yes, he's on my friends list. Now, I will admit that this was slightly unusual because Shork is from Denmark, which is unfortunately not Australia, meaning he had a constant 300 ping, but he soldiered through and acted as my dedicated pocket medic to help me through this challenge. Now, look, usually I am not fond of having a pocket medic because it ruins the beautiful traditional 2-fort sniper 1v1 duel. But given he was using the Crits Krieg and I was going through hell by doing this challenge, and it was famous internet man Shork, I'm not gonna say no to Shork, so I let it slide just this once, or twice, because we did the same thing a few days later on his live stream. But anyway, this sped up the process because I wasn't dying as much, leaving me more time to rack up some strange kills. Getting crits from Shork did scare me a couple times though, because I wasn't used to the crit sound as sniper anymore, and I associated that with the headshot reset, so whenever I did hit a critical hit, it set me on a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Is that a headshot?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, it's 2 body shots.
Oh, fuck, the crits are scaring me because I keep thinking it's headshots. We were progressing very well. Eventually, Shork left after half an hour or so. I hit 100 kills, which was 10% of the challenge. And then... yeah, another reset. I didn't even have a verbal reaction to this one. It was just pure silence because it was really starting to set in how tough this challenge was going to be. At this point, I had spent a good few hours on the challenge and was feeling a little drained for the day, so I ended up slowing down my progress a bit in favor of finding the funny moments.
We've been observing your progress. We'd like to invite you to the program.
We've never seen talent such as this before. We're glad to announce you're in!
Welcome.
I actually ended up doing the strategy with my friend who would go invisible spy in front of me, and I could use the Machina's piercing shot to farm penetration kills, which were announced to the whole server with the sound, and that was pretty funny.
Alright, I'm gonna stand in front of you and take a shot.
Wait, can I shoot through you like that? Yes! We can do it!
Does it count as a collab?
Yeah, look.
Yes!
What the fuck? Are you gonna do it again? Know each
Yeah.
other. I can't see where that mini is. Oh.
Someone's
Yes! Dude, I can't tell you how fucking weird it is to aim through you. It's like,
No, I can imagine.
it's blurry and shit. Yes!
I just got body shot.
Anyway, I was having a lot more fun this way. We were doing some funny bits. We were getting some more kills. We were... Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, another reset. That was the fourth one of the day. We said goodbye to another 96 kills, and after that, I was pretty much bummed out for the day. So after getting another handful of kills, I left it there for the night. I told myself it was probably going to take something like a minimum of 50 hours to complete this challenge before going into it, so the fact I hadn't really gone anywhere in my first few hours didn't bother me all that much. Overall, I spent about 2 hours and 15 minutes on day one with 4 resets at 1 kill, 31 kills, 104 kills, and 96 kills, bringing my grand total amount of kills to 232. This means if I didn't hit any accidental headshots, I would be 23% or about a quarter of my way through the challenge at this point. But that didn't really faze me. I knew this was going to be a grind, and it would be only a matter of time before I was victorious.
Ah, piss.
Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 of losing my mind. As you may recall, yesterday went not amazingly. The first kill I got was a headshot, and I've reset 3 times for a total of, I think, 230 kills. But we're not going to be on the boring battlements of 2 for today. I'm tired of it. We're changing the scenery, and unfortunately that means we're on CTF well. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it a bit casually. If I get to like 100 kills, I might go back to 2 fort for a bit. Get grinding again. After about 3 whole minutes of playing well, I realized that this was a pretty garbage map for getting kills as sniper. This map sucks. Can I get out? Can I leave? You can't even leave through that? No. No. I refuse to play on this map any longer. So we re-queued up for a new map, and yeah, there's not many good sightlines there, which isn't ideal for sniper, so I'm not doing that. Just when you thought you can escape it drags you right back into it. Now, not only was I back to 2 fort again, but it wasn't even the instant respawn server, so I was waiting upwards of 15 seconds after every death, which got me quite frustrated quite quickly. On top of that, it was early in the day, and here in Australia, it's pretty hard to fill up any server before peak player times, which meant 2 fort had basically turned into a ghost town. There's just no one here. You're gonna load into an online video game? Is anyone gonna load into an online video game? So yeah, all of these factors compounded, and that was enough for me to jump ship onto the next game of casual, where things actually went pretty well. Frontier, that's more like it. Chuck me on defense and I'll farm some people. Boom! Boom! See, this is more like it. It was around this point that I was slowly starting to realize the difficulty of this challenge and how much time I was going to actually have to take to get it done. Oh, that was dangerous. This is going to be hard. This is so stupid. I'm actually about to get 1,000 kills on this. Fuck me. What are we at? Are we like 14, 17? Almost 2% of the way there. But nonetheless, we persisted and made some quite limited progress. And that was mostly because the early stages of insanity were setting in. I think I might... No.
Oh, I gotta hear stair stab. I've been practicing those.
Is the scout gonna be here again? You know, I used to think my life was a tragedy, but start charging up here. Tunnel vision super hard. Get the medic! What are we at now? This is gonna take so long. I think it takes like 10 hours on 2-4 battlements. I think I can get 100 kills an hour on like a decently populated server. After Frontier ended though, I realized that I would have to return to hell itself if I want to have any hope of finishing this challenge. Let's go to 2 fort, because I think we're just gonna leave. And so back we went to the insane asylum. Yeah, fuck you. Nice unusual doesn't get you skill though, does it? Like me. Yes! 25 kills! 26! I'm losing my mind and it's only day 2! Yes! Okay. That was a child. Let's turn voice scale down. No. Okay, I'm gonna just disable that. It was a rough start with lots of enemy gamers trying to ruin my day, and progress was slow, but I had to be stoic and I was absolutely determined. And eventually, things started to pick up again. Okay, it's going very well. It's going extremely well. Oh, okay. Or at least I thought they did. No! I hit 2 collapses in a row and it fucked up. I think I need to reduce it. Oh, no. Okay. That's a 60 kill reset, I think. We're gonna double collat kill. I need to not shoot people on the bridge because that's when people need to be on the battlements for me to kill them, so I can just guarantee I'm not shooting ahead. Anyway, the hustle continued, and for an hour and a half, we went on a bit of a roll and managed to climb up to 150 kills. Until, well, you can probably guess what happened. No! This accidental headshot really hurt and made me go silent for like 20 seconds straight to contemplate why I was even bothering with this stupid ass challenge. So again, we reset, got hustling, and I had some friends join me in Discord at this point, which kept me from losing my mind. And I could also fill them in on the challenge and what I was trying to accomplish. And my goal is to reach 1,000 kills without hitting a single headshot. As I say that... Give me a fucking... What did we get to this time? 57. This is a short one. Anyway, you know the drill at this point. Reset, walk out of spawn, get to the battle. Oh, that's a 5 kill reset. Well, that's not too bad. We can always farm some of these friendlies outside of spawn and... Oh, no, karma is a bitch, isn't it? Yep, I actually probably deserve that one. They were pretty quick resets and they didn't phase me too much. So for the rest of day 2, we actually managed to get somewhere. There were some pretty funny moments. It just looks like it's so useless, but it's so funny. I continue to lose my mind about the nature of this challenge. Also, you know what's funny?
What?
When you hover my Machina right now, I've killed 123 people and not hit a single headshot.
What's funny
Just
about
with
that?
no context. Just imagine dying to that for the first time, being like, this guy has yet to hit a headshot kill. Like, what? But all in all, by the end of the day, I managed to climb up to 181 kills. And I was pretty happy with that because it was a current record. And whilst I was editing some of the footage and explaining to my friends what had caused me to accidentally headshot each time, one of them actually gave me quite a smart suggestion to help with the challenge that I somehow hadn't even thought of yet. The other times it's been through collat kills, or it's been my damage flinching into a head. It's been unfortunate.
So, use the cozy camping.
Huh? True! Use the cozy. You're actually onto something. So, on day 2, I had spent 3 hours attempting the challenge with 4 resets at 56 kills, 156 kills, 5 kills, and 32 kills, which meant the grand total was currently at 662 kills and 8 headshot resets. Now look, I wasn't aware of what was about to happen, but all I can say is that things were going to get a whole lot harder before they got any easier.
Now that's downright embarrassing.
Now for day 3, there was no live commentary to start things off. I was just straight into the challenge. My current short-term goal at this time was to reach 200 kills because that would be the first funny milestone, and I was only 19 kills off it. Unfortunately though, there were some slight problems. I noticed pretty much immediately that there was a problem with the item servers because after every kill, my strange counter wasn't going up at all, and that meant I couldn't really keep track of the challenge. Dude, it's not counting kills again right now. What's happening? Fuck, still not working, yeah. Well, day 3's off to a slow start. It was being really dodgy and inconsistent for some reason, but it seemed to resolve itself pretty quickly. I got partially FNAF jump scared early on in the day during a moment I was surprised hadn't happened earlier, but as you may or may not know, when your team caps the intel on CTF, you're rewarded with crits, and I was scoped in at the time, and it made the sound of when you hit a headshot like it did with Shawk, which, it caught me a little off guard. I actually just had my heart skip a beat.
Why?
Because we got crits.
You got crits because you thought
But look, that slight little road bump didn't even matter because we were about to hit kill number 200, which would mean we are 1/5 of the way through the...
Oh my god! No! That's so sad.
My 200th kill was a headshot! Number 200 was a headshot! For some reason, I wasn't even that mad, and judging by my reaction at the time, I actually managed to find it funny. So, hey, at least I had that going for me. Yes!
We're back to 0.
Oh my god, yes! That did soon quickly change though, because that annoying issue where kills weren't being counted on my Machina happened again, and given I just lost a massive streak, I half kinda rage quit, then took a break for a while. Oh, fucking half my kills not being counted is... Yeah, like that one just didn't count. No, I'm not doing it right now. But hey, we came back stronger than ever a few hours later. And when I say stronger, I mean I hit so many accidental headshots in the period of like 1 hour, it was actually kind of funny.
I saw the guy on our team get a headshot that had no in their name, and I thought that was you.
No, I'm not bad. I never hit a headshot. Well, that's bad. Oh, you fucking shot me with the SMG. Fucking flinched into his head.
You sure you want to do this challenge? You seem
challenged. I'm deflated by it. It's just, it's inevitable. See, it's inevitable. After that absolute rampage of failures, I thought that perhaps a change of scenery was in order to ease my mind a little bit. I need a new change of scenery. I've had so many bad runs in a row. Lazarus. Now, I hope it was obvious by my reaction, but I actually forgot to commentate this bit. Yeah, I wasn't going to be playing Lazarus, so I went back to 2-foot. Okay, continue. I managed to grind up to 150 kills again when one of my Discord admins, Corey, thought it would be a funny idea to attempt a little bit of trolling on me and try to force me to hit a headshot. Now thankfully it was a body shot, but I was not impressed with Corey's behaviour, so I threatened violence against him in text chat and all was resolved. After another half an hour I managed to hit 200 again, only this time it wasn't a headshot, so I decided to take a short break. Upon my return though, I did notice something a little annoying, as the enemy team had set up this little base of operations beneath our battlements and were constantly spamming me out and I was making no progress, so for the first time in the challenge, I swapped off Sniper to Demo Man to teach those little rats a lesson before promptly killing myself and getting back to work. But, as we have come to learn in this challenge so far, good things come to an end, and by that, I mean after 239 kills, I had the most heartbreaking accidental headshot on a charging Demo Man. 240, 240, 240. This one's hurting the most. This one cut deep not only because it was the furthest I'd gotten so far, but I did this section in absolute solitude with no one to talk to and no music or podcast playing in the background. So this one really hurt.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
As you can probably imagine, my life force had been absolutely drained for the day after 5 hours of body shotting, so I chose to finish there. Overall, I reset 7 times on day 3, and my total amount of kills had now reached 1,037, which means I would have finished the challenge by now if I had hit no headshots, but unfortunately, we weren't living in that timeline. There's also some more bad news to come for our body shotting protagonist, as tomorrow was going to be the most chaotic day by far.
Let's roll these bones to hell.
Hello everyone, it's Maxo here. Still sick, but it's day 4. Yesterday was a little depressing. We got to 240 kills, which is 24% of the way there, and unfortunately, hit a headshot on a charging demo night, which was very, very sad. But we're back at it again. We're back on the grind. I reached a total of 1,000 kills yesterday, so if I hadn't hit any headshots, I would have completed the challenge by now. But of course, I've hit 14 headshots. I am feeling a bit stoic about all of this. Like, I kind of think failure is inevitable for a long time. I've been doing this challenge for 10 hours now, total time, and I want to go to at least 50 hours before I make any concessions on the challenge. So, you know, it's still early days. Although I sounded like I was determined here in spite of everything, the weight of the challenge was definitely starting to set in with reset after reset. But luckily for us, we were about to meet a lone wanderer with some valuable advice.
You're like trying to make a fucking video or some shit about no headshots.
Yeah. Do you know where I'm at in total?
I saw, don't worry, I saw you restart it.
No, I've reset 14 times so far. I've spent 10 hours doing this. The highest I've gone is 240. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm losing my mind a little bit, but it's pretty funny.
Here's the thing, I was definitely not helping you last night, so...
I'm not gonna lie, it's all blurred into one a bit. What were you doing last? Oh no, I remember your loadout.
Yeah, I was just fucking you every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, considering you're doing it for a challenge, I'm alright with you body shotting me. I won't lie, I definitely did see your rifle last night, and I was trying to like get you to fucking headshot me. Do you know about the crouch glitch?
I don't know. Is this some integral lore I need to know?
Yeah, if you're gonna be going for no fucking headshots. So if you're playing sniper and you jump and then double tap crouch in the air, your model glitches. So it looks like you're standing still, like, just normally, but you're actually just crouched.
Right.
I don't know if I did it, but...
Oh, you're like doing the cha-cha slide right now.
So, if you shoot my body right now, that's a headshot.
I'm gonna hope no one does that to me. That seems quite rude.
I was going to do that to you so many times last night.
What the fuck? Actually, just see something I learned yesterday on a server. Look at this. Look at the slow conga.
I did not know that was a thing.
Neither. You hold / while you do it, and it thinks you're like swimming down, so you do it really slowly. Look at this. We're getting some integral lore from It Has Been Ages. So with this extremely valuable knowledge exchange between both parties, it was time to put it to use and get grinding. But day 4 had quite the slow start. Oh, I kind of wish I could click on heads. It'd be kind of fun if I could do that. Oh, why is there actually good snipers for once? Dude, this guy's nuts! I made a desperate plea to the enemy team for more snipers, who would preferably be less talented than the guy who was absolutely dunking on me, which, worked out for better or worse. Well, that's just fucking scary. Anyway, we managed to get to 115 kills, and then we had quite an interesting accidental headshot. What just happened? This one actually had me in disbelief because I was certain I had my shot fully charged, meaning my cozy camper should have stopped the aim punch that occurred. But
Yeah,
see,
and then
you see I just got hit by a demo
and you
knife.
flinched. Yeah. Wait, what? And you also shoot through the
It went
thing.
through the box shot spy into the sniper behind. But that would have killed the box shot spy. Or maybe it went through the demo knight. Yeah, I think it went through the demo knight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not enough.
So, no.
Oh, is it?
It's not enough.
No,
it's not a body
enough.
shot worth, no. Unless he doesn't get health back with the...
He'd only get 15 health back for the Islander
exactly.
head. No, I just wasn't
Fire
fully...
flinch?
Wait. Why did it flinch? I was fully charged. I have no idea what happened in that clip, to be honest, so if you have any idea or a TF2 game mechanic gremlin and can unpack that one for me, I'd be happy to hear it in the comments. Unfortunately, my morning session on 2-4 was cut short by my dog. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, one sec. Mackie just threw up. This is Mackie, for anyone who doesn't know. She may be the stupidest dog I've ever met, and I kind of mean that in the best way possible. She's not like the other staffies who rip toddlers' frontal lobes out. She prefers vomiting. And that's exactly what she did on my parents' expensive carpet. Because Mackie threw up everywhere. Is that you? Is that you? So, look, I cleaned that up, I took a pretty long break, and then came back to 2-Fort, my beloved, for perhaps the single most chaotic body shotting session thus far. Wait, go now? Are you doing it?
No!
Weapon reskins. Weapon reskins.
No way!
Wait, who had the fucking thing on the soundboard? That's just like my kryptonite. old is this
Dude.
person? Is that their full name in their pro? Uh-oh.
Go to sleep. Please go to bed.
Can you start the lawnmower? Skiel's starting to feel like fucking Dante's 7 Rings of Hell, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm in the bottom one. Now that may have looked like fun and games, but in that period of about 5 hours, I had hit another 4 accidental headshots, which means another 4 resets. No!
Oh, that's so sad, Max.
It was another flinch.
Fuck! Can I get a for hitting a headshot? Thank you. I gotta go reset it now. Oh. We did pick up a godlike kill streak at one point, which was cool, but I think it was pretty clear at this point that something was not working. Although I had fun because people were being absolutely wild in voice chat, I knew that I had to do some analysis tomorrow and figure out what had been going so wrong.
Ah, that was rubbish.
After spending 17 hours on 2 Forts battlements to a limited amount of progress, I think it was time to reevaluate the strategy we were going in with. So, before I entered the 9th circle of hell again for the 20th time, I wanted to understand a few things. Firstly, what were the reasons for me accidentally hitting headshots? And then secondly, I wanted to do a little bit of maths and calculate the probability of me hitting 1,000 headshots in a row with my current rate of failure. But, We'll talk about that in a second. So I went through my footage and grouped up all 19 headshots I had accidentally hit and analyzed them. Apparently I forgot to clip one of my resets at 96 kills, but 18 is probably a good enough amount to give us a good idea of what's going wrong in this challenge. So anyway, I categorized them into groups, and first up were the me being an idiot and clicking on a head for no reason type kills. This is basically just where I managed to either go for a risky flick, as I did on this rocket jumping soldier, or in the case of the very first kill of the entire challenge, me just headshotting because why not? This made up 3 out of 18 of the total headshots. The second category was actually quite interesting, and these were the kills I got on people running on the roof of the bridge. Because the roof is sloped on both sides, it makes the hitbox of classes like Scout really quickly move around and makes it more risky to go for body shots. I was surprised to see that this was 4 out of 18 of my resets, and means I pretty much need to avoid going for kills like this entirely, which means it will take a lot longer to get to 1,000. The next category, and the most common of all, is the fabled falling off of the battlement's headshot kill, which has hindered me the most. There had been 5 headshots where I was aiming for a body on the battlements, but would fire too late at a point where the enemy had begun dropping down to the low ground, meaning my crosshair was now unfortunately right on their skull, resulting in a headshot kill. This is one that is going to be hard to avoid, and I really just think I'll have to be more disciplined in who I end up targeting. The fourth category for me clicking heads accidentally was due to aim punch. If you were scoped in at an enemy and get hit by a stray bullet from something like an SMG, scattergun, or fire particles, your crosshair flicks up suddenly, which as you can imagine isn't good for the whole not clicking heads thing, as your body shot can now potentially be a surprising headshot. Now I have been running the cozy camber to avoid this, but sometimes I am not always at 100% charge when I take a shot, which means I still can flinch. But for the most part, I can reduce these types of kills from happening pretty easily. And finally, the 5th category for accidental headshots were what I like to call either collateral kills due to the Machina's piercing shot, or get down Mr. President type kills, where some absolute menace would be crouching in the way of another enemy and an accidental headshot. These are kind of hard to avoid outright, but with more careful target selection, I can probably avoid these more. So with all my accidental headshots analyzed, I think we could finally look to implement some new rules for this challenge to increase our chance of success. Number 1, I need to stop shooting people on the roof of the bridge entirely because it's just proven to be way too risky. Number 2, I need to only take shots at 100% charge to avoid aim punch. And 3, I just need to be way more careful in general with who I choose to target. I will probably just end up killing non-moving snipers on the battlements 95% of the time to ensure I don't get someone who is falling down or hit some risky collateral kill. This means I'm probably going to get way less kills per hour than I usually would, but it will be a whole lot safer and increase my chance of successfully completing this challenge. So with all those headshots accounted for and analyzed, it was time to move on to the second half of my analysis, and this part was a little confronting to say the very least. So where the challenge currently sat, I had hit 19 accidental headshots out of 1,553 total kills, which meant that for about every 80 kills I got, one of them would be an accidental headshot. So with this ratio, I could therefore calculate the probability of me completing the full challenge. And when I say I could figure it out, I mean my friends studying actuaries at university could figure it out, because I fucking suck at maths. So I DM'd him and explained the situation with a slightly odd analogy, saying that I needed to hit a button 1,000 times in a row, but there was a 1 in 80 chance that when I pressed the button, it would reset to the start and I'd have to go from the beginning. It seemed to make enough sense to him, so he ran the numbers and gave me, this lovely percentage chance of me succeeding, which I'm just gonna leave on screen for a second. I don't even know how to say that fully. Like, what is that? What am I looking at? For any viewers confused at home, that's a really small percentage chance of something happening, but it is kind of hard to rationalize what that looks like in your head. Let's say hypothetically, it would take me about 10 hours to press the button 1,000 times in a row on a successful run. So is there any way we could calculate how long the challenge would take with all these unsuccessful attempts included? He seemed a little apprehensive at first and said he would have to use something called expectation theory, whatever the fuck that is, but he did ultimately get an answer. A very scary answer, but an answer nonetheless. If I were to continue at this rate of hitting one accidental headshot for every 80 body shots, it would take me 232,265 hours to complete this challenge. Yeah, for reference, that is about 26.5 years worth of time. Now, look, I was totally down to commit that much time. That's fine. That's like, what, 10 times more hours than Banny has in game? That's no problem. It would just mean I wouldn't be uploading for a while. And I also didn't know if anyone would still be playing the game at that point in the future, but whatever. I just had a little bit of grinding to do. You know, a horse's lifespan worth of grinding. I also told my brother about the challenge I was doing, and he used his Excel skills to create this graph to help visualize the probability of this working, and yeah, look, things seemed a little grim. I was of course still hopeful though, because we now had these new rules we were going to follow to improve our chances, and I think we could get to like 1 in 200 or something, you know? So maybe, just maybe, this was still possible. It was going to take a lot of patience and a lot of body shotting, but I still had faith that this challenge was possible. I didn't actually do any grinding on day 5, but that was okay, because for the first time ever, things were about to go really well.
Let's have a go at it!
Hello everyone, I'm doing the world's slowest gongo because it's day 6 of the challenge. I didn't do anything yesterday. I did look through the clips, I did some analysis, we did some modeling, and we know what we have to do. We know the likelihood of success if I continue at the rate I am, i.e. not very likely. It's time. Actually, I can already... Look, Girardi. No thank you. Cozy Camper. We'll get out the wheeze. But yeah, I need to be a lot more careful with who I'm killing, a lot more patient. I am only killing snipers pretty much, I think. So let's see how it goes. Off to a resounding success. This is going to take way longer, but it'll be a whole lot safer. So yeah, I have to be fully charged so I don't take damage flinch. I have to shoot people who aren't moving on the battlements probably, which means this is going to take like 3 times as long probably. But yeah, yesterday I sort of just took a break. Because I had played a lot of 2-Fort at that point, and after I saw how long it was going to take at the current rate, I wasn't feeling overly confident. But hopefully, yeah, with these new rules, our chance of success will take less than 230,000 hours. That's my goal. And so, after this commentary began, it was time for me to ascend into the heavens. I started being 10 times more selective with what shots I took to ensure I didn't make any careless errors, and I really started to go on a roll. Is there a... that went through. That would have been okay. That was pretty cool. I'm actually kind of feeling good about this run. I feel like at the very least, this would be like a 500 run or like a decently high one. Might not get the 1,000 on the first attempt of this, but I'm confident in the first couple. I came across this strange fellow called Distraction Heavy, and well, as his name suggests, he was a distraction heavy. He chilled on the battlements and just taunted or stood in front of snipers, which was a little strange. Okay, here's my question of this guy. I think it's funny what he's doing, right? But what value... what value is there in just doing that? Is that like fun for people to just sit on the battlements and do that? I guess I am spending 15 hours only body shotting, which is probably not very fun, but do it. Just being a friendly. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I play video game to kill gamer, not to Not to be that. Oh, so he's trying to be... His name is literally the distraction heavy. He's trying to hide in front of people and save them. To his credit, though, he did come up with a pretty funny bit that actually took me by surprise. Is that... Is this guy on my battlements? What? What? What was that silly man doing there? He was on the wrong battlements. I grinded up to something like 200 kills, and that was when we got another surprise visit from Shork, who was doing a 24-hour stream. So he decided to join me, and I tried to keep him awake to the best of my ability, because he was 18 hours in at this point. Hello.
Yippee.
How are you doing?
I'm a bit tired.
I could only imagine that you would be.
I took a nap on stream.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of that.
I'm trying to locate you.
I just saw you die in front of my very eyes.
I was looking through like the walls for the for you. I like your tie though.
Thank you.
It's a cool tie.
Oh god. See, look. This is what we're having to put up with.
The stickies are accidentally gonna flick you into a headshot. Yeah.
Oh, that was nuts. This is what I mean when I aim at people on the low ground. It
Oh my god.
Dangerous. Oh, I can't be. No. You got me scared with the crits.
Wait, hold up. I have a joke.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, just keep being zoomed in. Alright.
Okay. Oh. Did you just live FNAF jump scare me? Did you just get your phone out and look up like Chica jump scare FNAF? You know, you're losing your mind. Yeah, no, you're gone. There's no recovery. You need to get to sleep now. What I was gonna say is, we hit 302. That's a new record.
Yeah.
We're 30% of the way there. Actually, I need to get a screenshot of this. 302 kills.
You do.
0 headshot kills. After 40 or so minutes though, it was dinner time for a young El Maxo, meaning me and Shork parted ways for the moment. His medic heals went a long way in helping us reach 302 kills, which was the current record for this challenge. So to repay him, you have to go and subscribe to him now. I came back with a vengeance after filling my tum and had a new and daring strategy I wanted to try out. Alright, new challenge. I'm gonna go to your battlements now.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're on my team. Red team battlements. Alright, I'm here.
Oh. Wait, what?
Fuck. Yeah, look, probably not the smartest, but the grind continued, and I set my eyes on reaching 400 before the end of the night. We had some more close calls. That was fucking... No, I
That was so close.
We had a few funny moments. And the pressure was really starting to ramp up as I got closer and closer to 400. Dude, I'm 500 kills off still. I'm feeling so anxious about every shot I'm firing, like 600 plus. Like, I haven't gone this far before, so it's scary stuff, man. Look, I'm at 386. I'm gonna stop at 400 and have a call it a day. That'll be 40% of the way there. But fortunately for us, we managed to hit the big 400, and you could just sense the enthusiasm and very much not anxiety I was feeling towards this challenge. 400 kills. I'm gonna call it a day there. This is stressful. 40% of the way there. Let's have a look. 400 kills, 0 headshots. Whew. As stressed as I was about fucking up, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't starting to feel some momentum, which definitely carried into day 7.
Come to Sniper, my little beauty.
This marked 1 week since the challenge had formally started. At this point, I had spent something like an entire day's worth of hours on 2 Forts battlements, which was starting to have a toll on my mental state. But that was no issue, because I was determined to pull it off today. Hello everyone, it's day 7. It's been a week of this challenge so far, and it's 11:24 AM. And if you don't know anything about Australian servers, people play TF2, right? You can get into a server during peak times, but at this time of the day, a 32 out of 32 2-Fort server is unheard of. At 11:30 AM, I have to auto-join to get in. I mean, it's good. I mean, I've got people to shoot at, but God, what are they selling here? But anyway, we ended last night with 400 kills. I think I'm going to aim for 500 in the next hour. I'm going to take it slowly from this point because I'm kind of getting anxious with the amount of how high I'm getting. So hopefully there won't be any troubles. I'm kind of confident. I think we can do it. We got into my favorite 32 player Skial 2-Fort server, but it looked like there was a little bit of drama going on.
Yeah, and then, because you're a fucking retard.
Oh.
Maxo, why'd you call me the N-word one time on payload?
Yep, that was me. I definitely did that.
That was you. I fucking saw you do that.
Yep, you got me.
This is the actual YouTuber. Wait, this is the actual YouTuber. What the fuck?
Nah, I just love him. He's good.
Nah, that's fucking you.
Nah. Okay, why is this server 32? Yeah. That's good. Why is this server full at 11 AM? Old mate was quite the character. Quite loud too. And he had some interesting opinions.
Vaccinating a sniper is a pussy move. If you do that, you're like men.
Anyway, our friend unfortunately departed, and I was left to yet again grinding out some body shots. At this point, it was really just a waiting game, because all the kills were so monotonous, and besides the occasional, funny moment. Wow, I sure love peeking the battlements on 2 Fort at 11:35 AM. It was just me, as sniper, on the battlements, killing other snipers on the enemy battlements. But nonetheless, I wasn't stopping for nothing, and 500 was the next goal. I just saw God. I actually just got a vision from God in that shot. That was him telling me to not go for shots like that. Oh my God. That was like the most visceral reaction I've had so far to almost hitting a headshot. I felt physical pain in my body. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's be more careful. Ooh. Get the man. Yes. Yes. Oh. Halfway there. 500 kills. Now, I would actually pride myself on the fact that up until this point, I don't think I've actually gotten angry. You know, I've swapped a demo twice to destroy some buildings, but that was just so I could progress. I hadn't really yelled at myself or anything like that. Fuck off, Necromancer! But fuck, did I meet one annoying fucker that changed all that. Meet Machina 2004. Oh my God, this guy's been overhealed so many times. I actually would have killed him 5 times by now. Unfortunately, I wasn't manually recording at this point and only taking highlights, but I had fully charged body shot this guy too many times to count. But because he had a medic permanently glued to his ass, I hadn't killed him once. Now, was it hypocritical for me to get angry? Well, yeah, somewhat, because I'd had medics in the past. Actually, a fair few now that I think of it, but I was not impressed by the fact I had severely outclassed this sniper so many times and had nothing to show for it. So I said, fuck it. Fuck that nerd. I should have killed him 5 times by now. You nerd. Stop getting healed, you little bitch. After our little group of snipers began consistently shitting on him, Machina 2004 had enough and embraced his inner gamer. He opened that text chat with lightning bolts in his fingertips and embraced his inner PewDiePie bridge camper. Oh, he said the N-word. Oh, that's not cool. He said, that's not good. This not only caught everyone off guard, but he was instantly banned for 2 hours from Ski Owl servers, which, yeah, fair enough. I think that's probably fair. Anyway, I went on and had one final push in this session. But just as I was about to make it to 800 kills, I had a kind of sad realization. I've been on the server for 26 hours. I don't think I've gone in the water yet.
Full on. I mean, you wouldn't have had a reason to.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't been in the intel rooms. I've been so tunnel visioned on the goal. You know, there was so much of this map I'd missed out on. I hadn't seen the pyro sharks in the sewers, nor the turtling engineers in the intel room, or the hoovies congering on the bridge. I'd spent so much time on the battlements that I hadn't been able to truly experience 2 Fort. There were so many people I hadn't met or interacted with, so many stories I would never know, and so many relationships I'd never forged. And this feeling began to weigh me down. You know, I thought to myself, maybe I should come back after this challenge was done and make a video about all the people of 2 Fort I had missed.
Oh, dude, that's a stupid idea.
Yeah, he was probably right. Anyway, look how funny this shit is.
There's a scout here, man.
I don't think I could fail at this point.
What?
And now this is where I clip this.
No, this is
This is where I clip
Here we go.
After a moment of perhaps too much confidence, I reached my next milestone. 8:40 at 5:30 PM. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there for a second. Okay. This was the final stretch. When I returned to my computer, the challenge would either be a success, where I clutched out those last 160 kills, or a failure, where I reset the strange counter again and had to go again from 0. From nothing. From zilch. Well, it's here, it's night 7. I'm at 840 kills and I don't plan to leave this lobby until we get 1,000. I'm gonna be extra careful with these shots, but I'm feeling very confident. I'm in a sort of state of zen. It seems inevitable at this point that success will occur. That's maybe not. Of course, I'm a little nervous because if I do fuck up, that's 10 hours of progress down the drain. But no, I think we've got this. I do, however, have some of my admins on my Discord on the enemy team, which does make me a little fearful of what shenanigans they might pull. Because if I accidentally headshot an invisible spy, I am not going to be happy. Oh, I was a crit. No. It has crossed my mind that people might think I'm faking it, and I don't entirely blame them because pretty much I did 19 resets? And then we did the analysis and I was like, I'm just going to be way more careful. And this is my first run since being more careful. I still haven't reset once since trying to be more careful. So it does look a little sketch, but I can assure you I'm a man of integrity because the way I could cheat, I don't know if I explained this in the video yet. I could just take off the headshot part if I hit a headshot and then add it at the end and it would be 0. But I wouldn't do that. I can assure you, no cheating has been done because I am a man of integrity. I'm only going to be taking safe shots like that, you know, wait for them to stop moving. Deep breath. We don't want to lose it at this point because that'd be a fate worse than death, to be honest, if I fucked up here. Because then I gotta start over. So I've been thinking what the next challenge I could do for this. And I was thinking if I had like a chip on my shoulder and was really feeling like wanting to harm myself, I could do this challenge with the bizarre bargain and just add an additional layer of hell to this challenge. The bizarre bargain starts off charging slower until you get 2 headshot kills and it's the same speed. So if I really wanted to just make this unnecessarily shitty to myself, I could use the bizarre bargain and I think it'd probably take like 6 seconds to charge up a shot just for, you know, the pain of it. So if anyone's feeling a bit silly and they want to make this harder on themselves, I think there's your play. This is I saw my life flash before my very eyes. Oh, that actually, I need to be really careful. Oh, we got a medic. Okay. Usually I'd be quite opposed to the whole healing thing, but given how close we are, if I get healing, I'm not gonna complain entirely. You know, it's just hitting me now that we made the prediction. The maths we did at the rate I was going was 232,000 hours, and I'm on my first attempt. Why do I keep becoming a New Zealander? I'm on my first attempt since then, and we're this far in. I don't know why I wasn't being more careful before, because I really must have been just going for the stupidest shots. I thought I could do it. I still thought I was very confident, but I was thinking it'd be like 5 or 6 attempts at this rate. And not to get cocky, but you know, I just didn't expect we'd get this far on the first attempt. At this point in the challenge, I had just over 100 kills left, and it seemed as though the universe really wanted to troll me, because we encountered a bit of a troll moment which sent me into a state of schizophrenia. Now, that is worrying me. That has scared me beyond belief. Why was that spy there? Is this guy trying to fuck me over? Why was there an invisible spy there? We gotta proceed with caution, to say the very least. I don't know where to aim now. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of what just happened. Maybe I'm being paranoid. I mean, how can I not? Given how far we've come. But that spy being there, I don't know why they were there, why they're invisible. But I feel like there's someone living in my walls, so to speak. They're trying to fuck me over at the final stretch. That wouldn't be kind. That'd be unkind, in fact. What is that? What's that soldier doing? I'm actually becoming a schizo. What's he doing? Why is he there? Is he trying to get headshot? Now, luckily, or unluckily for me, a bunch of my friends started joining both Discord and the 2Fort server I was on, so they could cheer me on and definitely not fuck me over in the last stretch. So, how kind of them.
You reckon gaming session's just over if you hit a headshot?
Oh, it could be. You don't really know until it happens, do you? I've had this idea of just how 10 hours of perfection could crumble before my eyes in literally one frame.
I've come to ruin your recording.
Please don't. I think I'd cry. No joke.
What if we were like...
You just killed Albert Einstein.
Yeah, we're doing the battle max, and then what if we just start like crouching randomly?
I'd cry. Why'd you even like put that thought in anyone's mind? Because if that happens, it's gonna cry.
That idea.
How many? Oh, 25 away. This is it. Is this where the dramatic music happens?
No, this is where the Dream Manhunt music plays, because there's actually someone coming to my location right now to murder me. And look, before I knew it, I'd gotten killed 990, 991, 992, 993, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and kill 999. Just one more remained. I had spent 30 whole hours leading up to this very moment. There had been 19 agonizing resets which were laughing at me from beyond the grave in this very second, because my heart had stopped. The whole world had stopped. Everything had froze. My crosshair was still, the enemy sniper was but a statue, and my breath had come to a halt. Though I was physically paralyzed in this moment, my mind was buzzing around one thought in particular. A distant memory from the back of my head forced its way into center stage. It was an image of CP Powerhouse 7 days ago. It was me loading in for the first time with a fresh Machina that had no kills. It was a time where I truly had no idea what I was heading into. It was a time where I peeked a corner. It was a time where my crosshair gravitated towards an enemy engineer. Not to his body though, but his head. And in one breath, one click of the mouse, one frame in the desert of time, I hit a headshot. And it was about to happen again. Nah, just kidding. That'd be fucked if I did that again.
That's it. That's it. It's cross.
It's face melting. It's face melting.
Oh, I'm actually lightheaded. I stood up and 1,000 kills.
The madman.
0
Has done
headshots. Oh my
Against the mats.
god. As you can gauge from my reaction, I was pretty elated. To be honest, I thought it was going to take maybe 5 or 6 attempts with this new and refined strategy of being more careful. But no, it only took 1 attempt after cleaning up my act. I think it's pretty hilarious that at the rate I was going when I was super careless with my shots, I was going to take 232,000 hours. And then I was like, oh wait, what if I'm just more careful? And oh, yep, first attempt, we hit 1,000. All in all though, let's pull up the big statistics board and see how everything went. It took me over 30 hours of in-game time, more than 2,530 kills, more than 3,870 scoreboard points, and 19 resets to complete this challenge. I actually asked Jaybird, who is a very elite sniper main and very talented at the whole clicking head business, and he estimated that it would take him probably somewhere between 25 to 50 hours to complete this challenge. And given I am horrific at sniping, I'm pretty impressed that we managed to get it done in 30 hours. So where does that leave us? In all honesty, this challenge was really fun. I know that there were points during it where I wanted to rip my eyes out and break my keyboard or my forehead, but it actually made me feel really motivated to play TF2. I might look into some sort of challenge video again if this is well received, but we will make it even harder. Let that be known. Thank you so much for making it through this video. Judging by my editing timeline, this is going to be easily over 1 hour, so if you have stuck around until now, that means a lot. This is by far my biggest project to date, so if you do want to help me out with videos like this, you can check out my Patreon down below, and feel free to check out the official LMAXO Discord, Twitter, and now Instagram. Yes, that's correct. If you want photos of my dog, or you want photos of myself, make sure you follow me there so I can use the clout to pick up some baddies.